Somewhere out there is a woman who is into you, and you had no idea. She gave off every signal she knew how to give, and you missed all of them. Every man's been taught to watch for the same stuff. Does she smile a lot? Does she laugh at your jokes? Is she flirting? But the real signs are much quieter than that. There are 5 subtle signs most men miss, and once you learn them, a woman's interest stops being a mystery you solve too late and starts being something you catch the moment it happens. 1. The tension tell. Picture you and this girl at a table full of other people. Someone says something and she fires back without thinking. Quick, sharp, laughing before she's even finished the sentence. She's teasing the guy next to her, stealing a fry off his plate. Nothing measured about her. Then you ask her something and she pauses. The answer comes back, a little shorter than it should. She looks at you, then somewhere over your shoulder, the girl who was running the whole table 2 seconds ago is suddenly choosing her words, like they cost something. Most men walk away from that thinking they blew it. She was on fire with everyone else and went flat with me, but you saw it. She wasn't careful with anyone else at that table. She was careful with you. And this tends to show up early while you're still a question mark to her before she's had time to figure you out. The tension tell is the one you can catch live, but it's also the one she can hide the second she realizes she's doing it. This next one, she can't because it doesn't happen in front of you. It happens when you're not in the room. 2. The callback. The first time you two really talked, it came up for a second that you've been meaning to start boxing. It wasn't even really a thing, just something you mentioned to move past. Next time you see her, a week later, she goes, "So did you ever go? The boxing thing." You, "Yeah, actually, went Tuesday." Her, "Cool, but don't get ahead of yourself. I'd still drop you." She's not just remembering it. She's already turned it into a thing between the two of you. You told her that once, in passing, a week ago, buried in a conversation that was mostly about other stuff. Think about what your own head actually keeps, the names you lose the second you hear them, the plans you have to write down, or they're gone. Your memory drops almost everything. The only things that stick are the ones that were attached to something that mattered to you. She wasn't taking notes. It stayed on its own. 3. The non-ending. This one is very subtle and something most guys would never even consider as a thing, so pay attention. You were only talking because there was a reason to. You needed to sort out a time, or you were both stuck in the same line, or she asked you something and you answered it. Normal stuff, and now it's done. The reason's gone. This is the part where two people say, "Anyway, good seeing you," and peel off in opposite directions. But then, her, "Wait, random question. Have you actually lived here long, or it's got nothing to do with anything you were just talking about?" She reached for it. There was a clean exit sitting right there, and she stepped around it to keep you standing there another 10 minutes. Think back to that one class in school you couldn't wait to get out of, that one boring math course. The second the bell went, you were gone. Bag packed before the teacher finished the sentence. First one out the door. You didn't hang back to ask about the homework. Nobody drags out their time in a room they can't wait to leave. Now think about PE, class, or whatever the one was you actually looked forward to. Bell rings, but there you were in no rush at all. You stay out on the field that extra bit, one more game, because for once, you didn't want it to end. But listen to me carefully, because this next one is the one she can't fake, and it's the one she'll never catch herself doing. Everything up to now slipped through a gap she could have possibly closed, if she'd noticed it. This doesn't slip through a gap, it's purely subconscious, which makes it the most honest signal she'll ever send you. 4. The mirror. Watch her hands. Watch her feet. Watch the exact speed she's talking at. You shift back in your seat, and a few seconds later, so does she. You reach for your glass, and somewhere in the next breath, hers is in her hand too. You let your voice drop. Slower, easier, and hers comes down to meet it, like she's tuning to a frequency only the two of you are on. Here's the strange part. Neither of you decided any of that. You didn't plan to move. She has no idea she followed. It happened underneath the whole conversation, in a place neither of you was watching. That place has a name. In 1999, 2 researchers, Chartrand and Bard, sat people down with a partner who'd been quietly told to do something small. Rub their face, bounce a foot, nothing else. And one by one, the subjects started doing it back, rubbing their own faces, bouncing their own feet. Ask them afterward, and they'd swear they hadn't moved an inch. They called it the chameleon effect, the body copying what it's drawn to, with the mind completely dark on it. But the number that matters came next. The more two people slipped into sync like that, the more they liked it. The warmer it felt, the smoother it ran. The mirroring and the pull rose together, one shadowing the other from the first minute. So when she keeps falling into step with you, understand what you're looking at. That's not a decision. That's the part of her that doesn't know how to lie, answering before she does. Everything so far has been her being drawn toward you. This last one looks like her doing the opposite, and that's exactly why almost every man misses it. 5. The test. You say something you're into, a film, a plan, whatever it is, and instead of agreeing, she pushes back. Her, "That's such a boring choice. I expected better from you, honestly." And she holds your eyes when she says it, waiting. Most men feel that little jab and something in them scrambles. They backpedal. Yeah, I guess it's not for everyone. Or they over-explain why they're right. I mean, it won a bunch of awards. Tons of people love it. It's actually really underrated. Either way, they folded. They treated her poke like a problem to fix, but she wasn't looking for you to agree with her. She was looking to see what you do when someone puts a little pressure on you. You expected better? You don't even know my taste yet. Give it a week. She fights a smile because that right there is what she was fishing for. Nobody bothers testing a man they've already written off. You don't push on a door. You have no interest in opening. The needling is the interest. She's finding out if there's something solid under the surface before she lets herself want it. Now here's the problem. You can read her perfectly and still lose her. In fact, the men who spot these signs are usually the ones who blow it fastest, because the second they realize she's interested, something changes. They get way too eager, and the ease that pulled her in disappears. She's already interested. The only question left is whether you keep that spark alive or kill it. There's a way to make her enjoy every second around you. Watch this next to learn how.